Sure.
Yes, sir. Jai Hind, everybody. My name is Rahul Gupta. I'm SP Kharewado. Along with me is SP South Goa State Police Police Sergeant and PI Vasco Kapil Nayak. So we have called this press conference regarding informing the public that we have solved a very heinous, very sensational murder case, which was absolutely blind in nature. Because initially we had no clue about who could the suspects be. And this case also goes to show that how much work police is committed to ensuring safety and security of the city. How much it is committed to ensure that justice is done in each and every case. So I'll just give you the brief details of this case. As you might have also covered during that time, this incident occurred on 21st of April. That in the evening we received a phone call from 108 ambulance staff that there's a lady whose dead body has come to the hospital, and accordingly that the body was lying in the house, and accordingly PI Vasco and the team visited the location that is near Urvashi Hotel, Fixem Dongli, Kharewado, Vasco. So it was noticed that the dead body is of a lady. That name of the lady was Gayatri, wife of late Rasender Vasco. She was aged 79 years. She used to live alone in that house without anybody, and she was an elderly lady, and her dead body was found. So initially, the scene of crime, we found that there is a injury on her neck, and also there is probably signs of blood clotting because of it looked like somebody has strangulated her. There was piece of cloth that was covering her injury, and also there was a small cutter found near the place of crime. There was little disturbance around the property of the house. So we initially thought that somebody might have claimed the intention of robbery, but actually nothing was wrong. No property was missing from the house. So we started looking. The team led by PI Vasco initially did a commendable job under the supervision of SP South that we looked at every possible angle of this crime. We looked in the background of the deceased, that what could be the motive of the murder. Generally, murder has some motive. We found that she is an elderly lady. She's without any children. The property in which the house in which she was living belonged to her, and there was no enmity in the family. So this angle was ruled out, but at the same time there was no angle of robbery also. So it was very perplexing. So still we started looking for around CCTV footages and the witness statements. Since the incident occurred during the day, so fortunately there were some witnesses who could see what was the movement around the house. Not they could not witness the murder, but they could see what was the movement around the house. And we also found out that there was CCTV located not exactly at the place of the offense, but around that. So based on the statement of the people who were living around the deceased house and the CCTV footage, we could identify that there are two suspicious individuals which are moving at that time, and which look like that they do not belong to Goa. It was very clear, so our doubt went to them. But still, if you even if you have CCTV footage, you don't know who that person is. So it is sometimes we think that we are CCTV, so we will be able to crack the case, but still it is difficult. So after that, we had to know that who these persons are. For that, we did a very thorough investigation again of CCTV footage around the all the routes that are leading outside of that lane, and all the witnesses who could have seen them. There was a bar near the place of offense where these two guys had sat, and we got to know that these two guys had sat there for a good 1.5 2 hours, and they drank a lot of alcohol, and they probably after that they committed this murder. This was the version of the bar owner that was that had opened near the place of offense. So based on all these things, and so their location was in this area. So based on our technical capabilities, we could identify a few numbers. Based on our technical capabilities, we could identify a few suspicious individuals that might be looking in this location around that time. So we verified each and everybody, and we could locate these two individuals with the same identity in Andhra Pradesh. So the first team that went to the Andhra Pradesh was a crime branch. PI Lakshya went, but in first attempt we could not find these people, but still we kept looking. You can see that how much time has elapsed in this case. 25 days, 26 days we have been searching for these people, and finally yesterday, in the second attempt, our team was able to identify, locate one of the individuals who is probably the main accused. So Lakshya Amolkar, Lakshya is not there with us. Lakshya Amolkar, along with his staff, did a commendable job. Mr. Police Constable Naveen Palyankar, Police Constable Samiullah Makandar, Mr. Prakash Puri, Homeguard Netam, both these people were there in Andhra Pradesh, and they caught him from Anayam district. Anayam district is there in Andhra Pradesh. And the name of the accused was Vijay, son of Lakshmana Gogli, age 35 years, occupation labor, house number 1/29, Babula Rodi village, Peda Kabapur Mandal, Kurnool district. He belongs to Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh. So, and the next day, today only, the Vasco team had also went for search for new second accused, and the Vasco team had, they found a success, and they also caught second accused. Second accused name is Ravindra, son of Gorilla Srinavedu, age 25 years. He's also resident of 25, Kurnool district. So the connection between both them with the accused is that they are cousins, they are friends, and this Ravindra is involved in the illegal liquor smuggling in Raichur and Hampi parts of Karnataka. And these two, and also this Vijay, the prime accused, probably he's the he's he goes with him in this business, and he's also daily casual in Goa. So these two people had come to Goa for leisure trip, and these two people uh, came to Goa 19th of April, and they, yeah, 20th April morning, 4 a.m. they came here, and ये Vasco railway station they came, and they consumed liquor. They slept around the temple, Sai Baba Temple railway station के पास. So next morning and 21st of April, now we come at the motive of the crime. So these two people got fresh and went to Kharewado beach. During afternoon, while returning from Kharewado, we noticed one lady standing outside her house. Vijay and Ravindra then sat next to the said lady house and observed her movement. And then they noticed that she was residing alone in her house. At this time, they had consumed alcohol next to the house where the bar that I was referring to. And after finishing our drink, they entered the house of the said lady with the intentions to commit robbery. But the lady suddenly approached them, and there was a little scuffle, and lady shouted, and they were trying to tie her up and rob her jewelry also, and then the rest of the household items. But the lady shouted, and in the fit of the moment, because these two got afraid, they suffocated her throat, and also slated also as well. Both the things happened. So that's how she died, and then they ran away from there. Not ran away, they actually walked very casually. They were not actually running away as far as CCTV footage is concerned. So this is the story, and PM report also said the same thing, that the cause of death is asphyxia as a result of constriction of neck, wide injury number one, and also in the asphyxia at the chest. So this is the whole story, and we have arrested both the accused. So this is a very heinous and very blind case. And said the accused number one, Vijay, he has been granted police custody of 7 days. And the second accused, Ravindra, he is on the way. He'll come probably by tonight. And I really commend the team of the Vasco Police Station, which did a commendable job today in nabbing the Ravindra, the second accused. It was led by Head Constable Santosh Bhatkar, Rohan PTA Govekar, Ravi Kumar Kavali, and Ashish Arun. And everything was done under the supervision of SDPO Vasco and SP South Road, and also. Thank you.
ये दोनों का गोवा से कुछ कनेक्शन ही नहीं है. They just had come to holiday on a time. Where were they staying?
They were not staying anywhere. They were three innocent persons living there in Goa.
They was first time in Goa or they had.
Yeah, as far as what their interpretation we have done, we were the first time.
It was only a leisure tour, or they wanted to take back liquor like they think.
Nothing of that sort has come yet, but probably after Ravindra's interpretation is done, that
Is the
It was
police completely satisfied that the reason for the murder is theft, or y'all are still investigating? Because there were rumors that there was some dispute regarding a property, and this really sounds very vague that somebody comes, eats, and
yeah.
goes to before the same house and observes her and enters and kills her.
So these are so we have been able to establish. This is the, but still it is going on.
because they were there in the house. The lady was alone, but still they did not took the jewelry or
Because
cash.
first thing that they did was to tie her up, and she shouted. So these are not. We'll check the criminal records of past also in Andhra Pradesh. So we've sent the letter to them. These are probably first time offenders. They're not that professional that you can think that everything in a manner that nobody will say anything or do anything. So that might be, it can happen.
Small time smugglers there.
Yeah, because they were daily wage labor. One of them is daily wage labor. He earns around 500 per day. But the kind of murder that they have done, it is horrendous. Because the elderly lady, why would you do it? Beyond any comprehension of humanity.
Anything from your side? You want to add up anything?
No, already SP Grant has covered up everything.
Any message for
Any, yeah.
living alone?
She was living alone.
Any message from the police side for senior citizens?
Yes, we already have at our register 116 people who are living alone like this, and our big staff have been occasionally, frequently visiting them. In case they have any issues, they can call up 100 number and always tell about. They should keep in touch with their family members also in case of any need. But by and large, I would say like not to keep the doors open as far as possible when they are alone in the house. And definitely, as we have seen in this case, the door was not closed. The door was open. This lady was alone. And as per the passerby and one who came, we had come to know that these people were in front of her house for a long time watching her. So, in case they find such type of suspicious people, or anybody finds such type of suspicious people loitering around without any cause, without any reference, definitely they need to be informing the police about it. Just dial 100 number. Within 5-7 minutes, our PCR vehicles will come and will take the position.
Madam, one last question was like, you said that the motive was robbery, but if you go on the side, none of the gold was stolen. Secondly, you said they were startled, but they casually walked out of the house. You think there could be more to this?
Yes.
See, our as accused have been just snapped, as we said just in the afternoon, we have 7 days police custody remand. Our interrogations are on. The second accused started from Andhra Pradesh. Maybe by 3 o'clock, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. we will reach. We will obtain remand for him also, and interrogation will take place. We are investigating from all sides to know the motive, but presently, prima facie, the motive what has been established is of the robbery. So they wanted to tie this lady as per their disclosure and to take away the gold. But the lady shouted. I had also gone and seen the lady was in the front room of the house, not at the back. So these people they wanted to go inside and tie so that outside nobody no shout could be heard. But they were intercepted at the front only. And then this lady shouted. So with that split, they have this thing, and maybe definitely when the blood was started oozing out, they even use the cloth to see that the blood is controlled, but they couldn't control the blood couldn't because it was a slit on the neck, and definitely there was a profuse bleeding, and so definitely at that particular point of time they must have really got horrified, and definitely as we have seen these CCTV footage, one of the accused we could see both of them they have come from the side, that is they have gone backside of the house and then they have come out on the road. So they have not come from the front also. So under these circumstances, it appears that it is the
So it is a robbery gone wrong.
Yes, robbery went wrong.
And they were fully drunk that time.
They were fully drunk.
त्यांच्या घरपाट त्रास लागून इंजुरी सापडल्या
No, there were hectic efforts done by crime branch and by our local Vasco Police. We have been continuously monitoring them. One attempt of ours immediately through the crime branch was foiled, I would say. Somehow they came to know, or not came to know. Looking at the police, they made their escape in Tamil Nadu. Okay, so we lied little low. Then they went completely underground. Then surveillance was mounted technically, and every 24 hours we were on the system, locating them. And yes, we were successful in locating them, tracing them. The moment we could get their traces, our teams were dispatched from crime branch and from, because there were two accused, so definitely it's a joint venture, and whenever such offences take place, crime branch along with local police takes the position also, because the state of Goa police is committed to the justice.
Thank you.
Thank you.